Hi guys, welcome back to another video from Reef Drama, and today, well, as you can see by the thumbnail, we have the Temu delivery. And what we're going to do is we're going to undo it and we're going to have a little look through, and I've got another camera over here where we can do a bit of a close-up as well of what it is. So let's get into it. Open it up, see what I ordered, because I really can't remember now. I'm hoping there might be some sort of an invoice or something in here, but I'm not actually seeing anything at the moment. But let's get this thing out of the way first of all. I did remember, yeah, I bought this for the wife to put juice or something in, and there's like a little tap in there that yeah, you can leave it in the fridge and you just open up the tap and you got your juice. But that's not for me. That's nothing to do with the aquarium. That is purely for the wife. So what else have we got? Well, let's have a look at this. So what we got here is like says a fantastic night view of an aquarium. Basically, it's a toy. Look, 8 plus. So that will I'll probably be able to work this out. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit like a fake Lego kind of thing. So you've got like your fish tank here that you're going to build, and then you've got all the little fish and stuff. I'll put it over here that you can see in here. So we've got like a blue tang, and we've got the clown fish and a few other sort of fish over here. So yeah, we'll have a bit of fun kind of putting that together at some point. But yeah, that's basically what that is. That's a fake kind of Lego and fish tank aquarium with some marine fish in it. Yeah, a bit of fun. So put that to one side. We'll come back to that once I've built it. I'll then show you it at the end of the video. I'm not going to build it on video in case it takes me too long. So what else have we got? Let's have a little look at this. Let's open this up. So what is this that I ordered? They look like they go in there. Okay. So that slides into there. So I've slid one of these into that end. Should go in there. Come on. Why can't I get that in there? There we go. So that slides into the ends like so. So that is going to clip over the edge of the fish tank, and then you obviously be able to put like sheets of nori and stuff into here. So it's a bit of like a little bit like a feeding station, basically. So you've got all three sides that are going to be available to the fish. Obviously, this one will be up against the glass once you've hung it over. And there's also some holes as well at the bottom. But yeah, so that's going to be some sort of a feeder. I guess you could also put into here the mysis cubes and stuff like that. Obviously, it's quite big to throw 4 or 5 mysis cubes in, but they would eventually kind of float out. So that could be quite useful, as I say, especially maybe for the nori. But we'll see how that goes. But we'll get that in the tank anyway at some point in this video, and we'll chuck a few cubes in it and we'll see how that works. But yeah, that is some sort of like a little feeding station that you hang off the side. Hopefully this piece here will fit my 18mm thickness of glass, but again, we'll come back to that at the end. So I think that's going to be quite useful, actually. Definitely, I'm pleased with that. That's good. So it's just reasonable thickness plastic as well. No, it's quite solid, quite stable. Doesn't feel like anything's going to break very easily. So yeah, well, happy with that. That's pretty cool. Put that to one side, get rid of the rubbish. Now, what else have we got here? Okay. So this is an auto refill. Now, I thought I'd get this just to have a little go with it with the quarantine tank once that's set up. So if we take it out of here, there's a little picture of it on the side of the box. So it will fit over the top of your glass tank. So I can take it out so you can see the part here. So this bit here is what will fit over the glass tank. You'll get your bottle and you'll screw that then onto the thread that's in there. And then there should also be in here somewhere. Let's have a look. Yeah, here it is underneath. There's also the tubing. So as you can see on the picture, you actually fit the tubings underneath. So there's 2 holes. So you would have one that's long enough to go into the water itself and one that stays above the water. So assuming that once you've got your bottle of RO water on the top of here, with the long one that's being in the water, when that kind of comes out, then that's when it will auto fill up. But yeah, auto refill. It says between 3 to 10 mil. So it's definitely not going to go on my 18 mil glass, but it will do between 3 and 10 mil, as it says down the bottom there. So interesting. So when you do cut these tubes, when the one is above the water and the one is below the water, you do it at a 45-degree angle, basically. So don't leave it straight like that. Cut it at a 45-degree angle. Okay, next thing is, yeah. Now, I do remember actually buying this. See if I can open it up. Why can't I open it? Old school, U to T. This is a mirror. It's either quite dirty or there's a film. Oh no, thankfully there's a film on it, I was going to say. So yeah, we've got a mirror here with 2 little suckers. So that will stick onto the side of the tank. So if you have any fish that are kind of bullying other fish, then you can stick this onto the side of the glass. They'll see themselves and then they will fight with themselves. To kind of try and take the aggression away from the other fish, especially if they're stressing out. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. And as I say, just peel this off because it looks really dirty when you first get it, but this will peel off. That's quite satisfying. There we go. That's the rubbish gone. Now we've got a proper mirror there. Look, nice. Happy with that. Just so long as the suckers there work and they do actually suck onto the side of the glass. But yeah, that's pretty good. Now, I don't have any aggression at the moment with the fish. The only problem that I am having at the minute is with the blue tang, who's separated from the rest of the tank because he's nipping on the tail fin of Piney, the puffer. So they are kind of separated at the moment. And then going forward, of course, with the new pond tank build that's going to be happening outside in the fish house. And if you haven't already seen any of those episodes of the build, then I'll put that at the end as like a link so you can go and see the very first video that I did of the building being built with the galvanized steel frame being set into the ground and then the building going up on top. And then there's like a series of episodes after that, you know, with the build of what I've done with it, with the insulation and the walls and the flooring and getting the electrician in and all that sort of good stuff. So it's quite a few episodes on that at the moment. It's still not 100% finished, but we are virtually there. Now, what else have we got in here? What is this little plastic box? Just clip it open, have a look. Okay. So this is a TDS, digital TDS meter, TDS and EC. So you can see that there. I'll put it down onto this one. So you've basically got an on and off button. There's a shift button and a hold button. Take the bottom off there and then you dip it into the water up to like the line here. So you don't submerge it all the way. So you only submerge it up to here. And then this will then read the TDS and EC, if you're interested in that one, of your water. So turned it on. So at least the batteries work. And we've got a temperature gauge down here as well. So depending on obviously on what temperature the water is that you're putting it into, it will register the temperature of the water and then it will calculate the TDS parts per million accordingly. So a great little tool, so long as it works. Not saying at the moment that it's going to work, but we'll test it as well later on. I have got some RO water out in the fish house ready for the topping up of this tank. So that will probably be the better thing. We'll go and stick it and dip it in the bin out there with the RODI water, and then we'll read what the TDS is on that. So yeah, pretty good. As long as it works. You don't know if it's going to yet or not, but we'll see. So just going to turn it off so we don't run the battery down, and we'll put that to one side and we'll come back to that. Next thing we've got in here This looks like it's going to be noisy packaging, but I can get it out without making too much noise. Wow, this is, yeah, that's quite long. Okay, so what we have here then is this is a way of kind of siphoning out water from your tank, or you could most likely use this on your sump as well. I'm not really going to be able to show it to you on this one because it's quite long, but down at the bottom there, obviously you've got the perforation, so that will get submerged right down into the water, and you've got a reasonable length of straight pipe there before it goes into this, where it can obviously bend around, and we've got quite a bit of that as well. And then at the end here, you've got the part where you would start pumping, and then the water then is going to then come out. So basically drop that into the tank, start pumping this end, and eventually you'll get the water to come all the way up and round and through, and then it will pop it out here. And obviously if this is higher than this end, once you've got the siphon going, you won't then have to obviously keep pumping because it will just keep going. It will be gravity fed. If this is in the sump and you're trying to get it up and out, yeah, I'm not sure. You may have to keep pumping that. Again, we can have a little look at that and check on that later on. Next thing, what is this? This is quite heavy, whatever this is. They always seem to package a lot of this in noisy ass packaging. So let's get rid of this. So nice little box, whatever this is, no idea yet, but it's a nice little, very hard, very solid plastic box. We've got a little clip at the front here, so you can just lift the clip up and unhook it, and then open it up, and it is, oh, it's nothing to do with aquariums. It's a load of drill bits, which that's quite good because I'm always breaking these little 4mm drill bits or 5mm drill bits, so I'm always snapping them. So that's why I've obviously bought this, because there's a ton of different sizes of drill bits in there. That's just something again for me, so something for the wife, something for me, and the rest of it hopefully is for the fish tank. So we've got something small here. What is this? Thermometer, external LED digital display thermometer. Let's have a look at this. This could be quite cool. So, oh, nice. It's lit. So on the back, we've got 3M like double-sided tape. So you peel that off and stick that onto the side of the glass, obviously on the outside. Please don't put this inside your tank. But this will go on the outside of the glass, and then you can press the little button there, and then it will read the temperature. So I like that. That illuminates really nicely, as you can see, because I'm holding it. It's obviously going up in temperature. Now I don't know if there's a way of changing it from centigrade to Fahrenheit. Touching the screen, it's not really allowing me to do anything. There's no little buttons or anything around, so it is just going to be in centigrade, and it looks like you touch it and it displays for so long, however long that was, and then it goes off again. So it won't be something that's going to be always lit, so you will have to come up to it and touch it, and it will give you the reading, and then it will go out again. And I'm assuming that's obviously just to preserve the battery level. But yeah, we'll see. Might stick it on the sump. I'm not sure if I want it, you know, on the front of the tank or anything. And again, with the 18mm thickness glass, might be better to stick that on the sump, and then I can just sort of see what the temperature of the sump is whenever I open the doors. But that's something, isn't it? Or the quarantine tank, maybe. We'll see. What else have we got? I think we've got a couple of things left now. So we've got this box, USB solar aquarium aerator. Ooh, outdoor use with the sun can be used normally. The aerator can also be charged by a mobile phone or powered by charging bank. The solar panels can't charge your phone, only power small US appliances. So this is then an aerator. There it is. Okay, so we've got USB. We've got the actual little aerator itself down here with the USB on the end. And we've got a line here, plastic silicone air line with a little with a little air stone as well. We've got then, look at this. Nothing else in there? No. We have got a solar panel. Wow. Got a red light on the back. Does that mean it's charging? Yeah. Because the red light, when I put it to the back of the box, look, the little red light goes out. As soon as I bring it out of the box and it sees daylight, the little red light comes on. That is so cool. If that works, that is so cool. I'm going to have a quick go. Let's chuck this in here. See, see how it goes. Not doing anything. If I can get this to work, this could be quite cool. If I can sit it in the window or even stick it, you know, up on the glass so it's kind of hidden behind the curtains, no one's really going to see it. And then I might need to get like a USB extension cable, because obviously this wire on here is probably only like 2 feet, if that. So you'd need probably an extension, USB extendable cable, and then you could then run it then to, well, pretty much wherever you want, depending on how long the extension of the USB cable is. Last thing, I think, no, second to last thing, what is this? This says it's 12 inches. What? I'm just going to have a sneak peek first, because I don't want I don't want to pull this out and it's something that no, it's okay, it's alright, we don't need a watershed or anything. I think I know what this is. Yeah, these are, and to be honest with you, I thought they was going to come already mounted in a frame behind glass, but these are, what's that? Oh, it's just a bit of foam. These are, how many did I get? 4. So 4 kind of like canvas kind of printed pictures, look, which I suppose will be alright once they are actually behind glass and in a frame. But we've got that one first of all, if you can see that, put that closer to this camera. So that's the first one. And the second one of a turtle. Again, here you can see that. Obviously that first one was dolphins. Then we've got, oh look, we got some seahorses. And then the last one, put it with those behind so the sunlight's not going through it. And then we've got octopus. So they're okay, they're not bad. But like I said, I was expecting them to come already framed and behind glass. Last one is, what's it say? It says it is blue, 40 centimeters. Again, no idea what this is. Let's open it up. Ah, okay. It is a like glass cleaner, and yeah, it's just like a scrubby really on there. So with the handle, slightly bent handle, so that's quite different because normally they're like straight. So to have like the bent handle is quite good, so you can actually put a bit of pressure, you know, against the glass when you're doing that. But where this is like a scrubby, obviously you just want to be aware that you don't want to scratch the glass. So I will probably just use this, considering this is only a short handle. It's going to be no good for this tank because half my arm is still going to be in the water. But I'll probably use this in and around the sump. That will be quite useful for the sump actually. And that's empty now, so that's done. That is the little haul. I really can't remember how much all this cost me because it was such a long time ago now that I actually ordered it, and it's obviously finally come. But yeah, it's you usually save quite a lot from Temu, or you feel like you're saving quite a lot from Temu, however the hell you pronounce it. Right, let's grab some of these things, and we'll have a little look at them actually in use or in operation, if I can get them to work in the tank. Alright then guys, so as you can see, we've come out to the fish house to start the first couple of tests with these bits and pieces that I've bought from Temu to find out, A, do they work, are they any good, or are they trash? So first up is going to be the siphon, and I'm just going to try and siphon some water out of my RO water butt into just a container. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to swap over to a different tripod to be able to do it, and then once we've done that, I'm then going to test the TDS meter pen as well. Okay, so here goes. This is the little siphon pump operation thing. This was £1.34, so we're going to put that into there, and we want to pump the water into here. Well, it's getting it to about here, but I'm imagining because this water level is kind of lower than this, yeah, it's not going to work. Now let's put this on its side so it is lower. Spin it around. For whatever reason, can't get this one to work. No. So this does not work. Well, I can't get it to work anyway, so that is going to go in the bin. Gone. Right then, next up, TDS and EC pen meter, whatever you want to call it. Got some instructions in there, little carry case. Take the lid off, you can see it there, and then we've just got, quite simply, on and off button, a shift button and a hold button. Now when you put this into the water to take the measurement, you can press the hold button, which will then freeze it on the screen, so you can bring it out of the water and see it, and the shift button will swap it over from parts per million with centigrade to EC with centigrade, and then you press it again and it will go to parts per million for TDS Fahrenheit, and press shift again, and then it will go to EC with Fahrenheit as well, and then press shift again, it goes back to this one. Okay, so we're going to turn it on and we'll pop it into the water and we'll see exactly what we've got. Just drop it down. As I mentioned before, we don't really want to go above this line. I'm just going to move it backwards and forwards just a little bit, swirl it around, and then we can see that we've got 0001 over there. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Right then, so just to compare that then with the RODI unit, so we've got 02 here. That's before it goes into the DI resin, and then this is what I'm actually getting out after the DI resin. It's just literally swapped from 1 to 2 there. I don't know if you caught that, but that's coming out from the DI, and then see going down then into my container. So that, I'm really pleased with that, and this is off topic, but yeah, that's really good before the DI. That's just going through all of these filters and then the 2 membranes. So very happy with that. But yeah, so as you can see there, it just went from 1 to 2 parts per million. Obviously, ideally you want it at 0, as I'm sure you know. But it's good to have, obviously, you know, a pen like this just to give it a little double check every now and again. It's certainly worthwhile. All right, so what we'll do then is we'll go back into the house and we'll do the tests on a couple of those other bits and pieces that we've got as well, and then I think we'll call it a wrap. So if I didn't already mention it, that pen was £5.48. I can't remember if I said that or not. I might have done. I've just forgotten. But yeah, so let's head on into the house and then we'll do a couple of tests on those other bits and pieces, and we'll have a look at how I've got on with that Lego as well, or the fake Lego as it was called. So I'll see you in a minute. Oh my God, you guys. Maybe I have bitten off more than I can chew. Look at it. Ah! And look, instruction manual. That is what I'm working with. Got to try and find, like, that stupid little red bit in amongst all of these bags. And it says 8 plus 788 pieces. Jesus, I've just noticed that. What the hell? Right, see what I can do with this. Alright then guys, so as you can see, I've got this actually now in the tank, and Pine is obviously attacking it, as you can see, and the mysis that's in there. But this is why this is quite good for me, especially because the little ones, he will just literally rip off the side of the glass. So this much bigger one will kind of hold it all in there, contain it, and then hopefully prevent him from basically getting it all before it can go out to the tangs. It is actually a plant holder for fresh water, but you know, I think this is going to work very well. And as you can see, it sits on this where is it? Sits on this 18mm glass like no problem. So yeah, I think that's a win for me anyway. So I'm gonna light. So I'm gonna keep using this. You can see the mysis is sort of coming out now. I've only just put 3 cubes in, so it's just starting to defrost, but it's all coming out. The tangs are gonna love it. They're out there kind of hiding at the moment because I'm here filming, but yeah, you can literally see what Piney does, and that's going to be a win for me. I like that. That's yeah, that's good. Yeah, this was actually £1.98 is how much this cost me. So as I say, happy with that. Good. On to the next one. Right, let's just quickly check on this digital thermometer. So let's touch it there, and we got 25.5. That one is reading. We'll have a look at my Senai, which is reading 25.2, and then we'll have a look at my temperature controller, which is reading 25.4, 25.3, 25.4. So that, to be fair, that is pretty good. I really wasn't expecting that little digital temperature control to be so good. But as you can see, it's all within about 0.2, 0.3 of each other. So yeah, happy with that. So for £5.48, which is actually the same price as that TDS meter pen, I'm actually going to keep that, and it will stay exactly where it is on my sump. And then if ever I want to just have a quick check, all I need to do is just touch it, and boom, up it pops. Only stays there for about 7 seconds, and then it goes off again. Pretty fancy. I like that. Say hello to Piney. All right, Piney. Okay, so moving on then to the scrubby that we got here. This was £1.79 this cost me. So let's have a little look in here at how this goes. The sump glass is quite dirty at the moment, and we'll just see what this is like at getting off those little hard kind of white dots. Now normally what I use on this, to be fair, is like, if it's really bad, I use just like a credit card, an old credit card, and it scrapes them off, you know, quite well. But I mean, as far as like just actually cleaning the glass, you know, this is all right. It's doing its job. It might be a bit too much to ask for these little white hard kind of bits that you need to put that down somewhere. You know, you need to kind of almost scrape these off, and then they do come off. But like I say, credit card, that's my go-to with those. But as far as just, I think, keeping the glass clean, yeah, I mean, it's all right. It will do a job. As you can see, I normally use that little mag float, but maybe for those hard to reach places, obviously I can't get the mag float, you know, down on the side glass there. So this little scrubby brush will, yeah, that will do. I think that's all right. We'll keep it. Now then, this actually cost me £20.98, believe it or not. And to be honest, this is about 3.5 hours of my life that I'm never getting back. But saying that, it's pretty cool. There's a little dial on the side here, and if you twist this, then you get kind of like the fish on the left there going up and down. And we've also got the jellyfish at the back spinning around with this little thing here moving up and down. A couple of clownfish, see, as you can see, blue tang. There's like corals and stuff in the back. The more you look, really, the more you see. And then also came with these little extras as well, that you can swap out the blue tang and the clownfish, so you can have your shark. Oh, crab's fallen over. Little crab, and then obviously the turtle as well. But if I can just try and hold this tripod where it is, twist these, if I can do it. Yeah, there we go. And then look at that. I'll turn my light out. It's got little night lights. Oh dear, that's fun. Like I say, 3.5 hours, never getting back. But you know, the kids would enjoy this. Just remember, 8 years and above. So perfect for me. But yeah, happy with that. No doubt you'll see that in and around the fish house. Last couple of things left on the list. Not been able to test this. Don't actually have anything that I can test it on at the moment to see if it works very well. But it was £4.08. The little training mirror was £1.48, I think that was. And then the only other thing that's still in the window that still hasn't given me any bubbles in my pint glass. This was £15.98. At the moment, this could very well be quite a big waste of money. But then saying that, you know, it is kind of January, and there's no sun out there whatsoever. So it's probably, I'm probably not giving it its best chances. So for now, I'm going to put this away and maybe test it again when the sun comes out. Right, so I've just popped back out to the fish house just because I need to turn off my RODI water before it spills all over the place. But thankfully I have Alexa, she that shall not be named, doing a timer for me. It's how I normally do it anyway. But yeah, so just wanted to say thank you very much for watching the video. Bit of a different one this time. Bit of fun, really, more than anything else. Just sort of seeing, you know, what kind of works, what doesn't work, and all that sort of stuff with this stuff from Temu. But you know, someone's got to do it, and if it saves you the money, then well, I might as well spend it and then throw it away if it doesn't work. But yeah, so it was good fun doing it, especially building that bit of Lego as well. Yeah, so thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the video. Give us a thumbs up. It always obviously helps with the algorithms. And I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.
Easy go.